Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today, why is that all of a sudden loud? Let's see if we can't tweak that. Properties? No. Is that any better? Testing. Yeah. Let's see. You have to do that, don't you? There we go. So if we boost that to 1. Okay, we'll go with that. Yes, so today I've been working, so I'm coming in a little hot with this. I only just had my lunch and coffee, so being an old man, let's go for a pee. I can't last that long anymore. Yeah, looks like it's all coming through though. I think. Just put my wrist brace on. Couldn't get the sound working. I think it's because there was an update thing, and it seems to be fine. Well, so it suddenly seems to have gone loud. Right. So yes, Techtonica. I was prattling on. Oh yeah, I need to make a correction. Most importantly, yesterday's stream I said that Boxing Day was to do with boxing. I also said I wasn't feeling very well. Boxing meaning the fighting. It's not, and I knew it wasn't. And that's the the interesting fact, because it's called Boxing Day. It's nothing to do with fighting. It's because there are several potential reasons. There's no one sure as to why, but they used to open the alms boxes for the poor in churches on Boxing Day, but also people used to give gifts to servants and stuff in a box basically. Are the competing reasons? Sorry, is it definitely? Yeah, that's okay. Right, so let's actually start the game. So yes, so that's Boxing Day, not fighting. Wow, that was loud. Yeah, that seems quite loud overall. Okay. Audio, let's pop. Why is the master volume all the way up on 100? Is music's down at 40, okay. Testing? Yeah. Yeah, that'll do, because that's meant to be one of the loudest noises, so. Right, yes. We were working on Atlantum, which I think I finished. I think, which was what this is here for. I need to boost this, I think, because these guys can't be cope. So, if I go, say, no? That first one? Yeah. No. Yes, so Techtonica. They have announced that they're anticipating getting the base building update out. So if I do another one there, but we know you can't grab directly, don't we? So we need to put a little bit about. Do that. Okay. Yes. Oh, it looks like this is just a permanent issue. This thing of it not like connecting this properly. Essentially a bug. It's kind of never going to work properly is the problem. Oh well. Yes, this is set up and is sending the cold stuff and the hot stuff to the other base. I appear to have a lot of rubbish in my inventory. Wow, look at all that in there. Well, there's going to be better uses for this in the base building. I assume there must be. It must be like concrete or something. It's It seems to just pile up, and there's actual seams for you to mine it, and yet, you know, kind of nothing to do with them. There is a big exclamation point over there, isn't there? It wants me to inspect the EFES freight elevator. Okay. I shall inspect the EFES freight elevator then. But yes, we were working on advanced circuits, I believe, next. Because I think it's just sending the stuff. Did I actually have a stop here? I didn't have a stop here, did I? Okay. I believe it's just sending the stuff. I'm not sure I actually set up the production to make the advanced circuits. So before we check the freight elevator, let's go and have a look at that. Or did I? Oh no, we got to here. Ah, no. So, I remember now. These are used in the Atlantum, not in the circuits themselves. And I have not finished Atlantum. Oh dear. Because this is Atlantum mixture, and we need to smelterize it. But we have some level 2 smelters, so we can electrificate smelting, hopefully. Now, what sort of, if we put that in there? Oh, it says fuel there. Oh. Oh. I thought Mark II smelters... Oh, it must be mining drills that are just electric. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, you're just electric, aren't you? Apparently they're putting vertical belts in. And it's not just me that's moaned about that. Seems like everyone's moaned about it. There's loads in there, isn't it? I think maybe I can't unless I use... Oh, I have got filters. Okay. So let's sort of block this off a bit, otherwise it's just gonna put infinite of everything in. We'll give it a full row, I guess. So that there's sort of capacity for doing both, but this is a very unideal solution, isn't it? Do I want to give it a full row? I guess a full row between them. It's just that they could both fill up with one. Is sort of the problem. And indeed, we've got more Kindle vine extract than anything else. Perhaps I could, if I missed. Yes, so we're going to need biomaterial as well. Oh, what happened there? Biomaterial as well. I'm thinking if I do that and that'll help it maybe not fill up with both. But then where do we get... That's annoying. I just assumed the level 2 smelters. Where would they be? They'd be in synthesis? I mean, there's a... I guess that's level 3. It might be a speed boost, but... You'd think that was level 3. So maybe that's electric? Or maybe it's never electric and it's always powered by burning stuff. It's just that because we have at the other station we do have bio stuff being made. Let's go and have a look at that. No, let's... I'll just set up a chest at the moment. So if I just set up... If I do that... there's no point using level 2s if it's not really giving us anything. Where's... There we go. It still seems a bit loud to me. Let's just do... Let's say... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, where would I put the bio? Let's put that there. So, if I give you a lantern and say 1 bit of fuel, then you will tell me that you can do 20 a minute and output 7 a minute. And that in theory can output 22.5 on its own. So that'd be 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, no, 45, 90. And if you're doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay. I'm not sure these move stuff fast enough, do they? They're long ones. What's your 15 a minute? That don't work, does it? Sorry. We'll have to put it there. And we know that. How fast are you? 20 items a minute, okay. So. No. Okay, so. I think it's quite slow coming out, isn't it? So if we just put that. And then it doesn't need a lot of. So 5. Let's just send it this way out. And then if I try and maybe get the. Just because I can't move this, can I? There's not a lot of room for more floor. Look like a floating bit of stuff. I guess I was trying to chip away at it before. I was just thinking if I have the drop off there, I've got to go right the way around the blooming thing. I'm guessing these clip through each other. Now, you know. What should we call it? It's clipping through each other. So if we have the other drop off over here, and then because I'm just going to put a chest in with some burnables on. It's annoying that that's crossing over, isn't it? Okay. Just have to kind of cope with that. But yeah, I'll just put a chest down, which should be 9, and literally just pop it in there. Give it a couple of inserters. And I think I'm actually going to put a chest here as well. No. Oh, I didn't put anything in. There we go. And just collect it for now. I can use them for fuel, I guess. Oh. Cool. Yeah, we've all got fuel now. Not actually sure. Well, I know it was only 90, wasn't it? So yeah, that's fine. I think. I'm not actually sure. It's 20 a minute. It's 20 a minute. Yeah, I guess it'll be okay. Right. Yes. So that's the Atlantum actually being produced. So we would need to set up something to put some bio stuff in. But then we got to make the advanced circuits. Let's go and see about this inspecting the EFES freight elevator console. Is that one? No? Does it mean this one? Missing resources.
If we can get enough juice into this thing, we should be able to ride it to another sector.
Oh, so it just needs power. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Hopefully we will find other, more established areas of the expedition still intact. Though I fear that this collapse has most likely spread.
Even so, we might find other people who got left behind. Nobody deserves to be alone in a place like this.
No.
So... Oh.
But until we can contact command, our primary mission to industrialize this world remains. Sector by sector, if necessary.
Sir, with all due respect, don't you think rescuing the crew has to come first?
I do not. We are on a mission to return resources to Earth that will impact the lives of billions. It is greater than any of us. But even so, look at all we have built to come this far. These factories are what have enabled us to augment the signals, open the doors, and discover the tools that have made it possible to learn everything we could. Soon, the electricity of those same machines will power this freight elevator and hopefully carry us one step closer to the truth. I will not pretend to share your priorities, Sergeant, but I can assure you they are intertwined.
Fine. We'll build the factories, especially if it helps us dig people out of the tin cans they sent us down here in. But if it comes down to choosing between a life and a lost cause, I know where I stand.
I will tell you when all is lost. For now, we must remain focused on the restoration of this elevator. Also, the Excalibur was not a tin can.
$1,200 megajoules. So it's sort of ish doing something. I guess we could put, because one of the things I think they said that their intention is to transfer power via the old the actual lines, monorail lines, but at the moment that doesn't work, or that's not a feature. But we can always build some more power stuff, but it's basically just sort of using up all the excess essentially. So we're the accumulators are just sort of charging and discharging. So eventually, because I assume this is working a bit like a battery, eventually this will actually hit its goal. Oh no, it's doing it. Okay, it's not well. It's working like a battery but discharging. Yeah, it's what's available in these, isn't it? Okay, so we need more power. Right. So, one of the questions with that was, can we upgrade to the level 2 stuff? Because if we can upgrade to the level 2 stuff, then we're okay. But we can't. Now, is that because... Is that... We can just basically just go and steal the other ones as well. Some other bases are overpowered. And yeah, I can build some more. It's not difficult, but... Crank generator 2 would require 100 blue. Okay. Overall domestic output by 120. Here's your charge capacity. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So we could leave it chugging away to do that. And in the meantime, we could go and fix up the monorail. And then it will hit that. We'll get the set level 2 ones. And we're sort of good to go. That's one option. The other, as I say, is to go and sort of steal the other stuff. There's no point building the advanced power here. Advanced circuits here. Not really even coping with what it needs, is it? So, how would you build advanced circuits then? Processing units, cooling systems, and Atlantum ingots. I remember now. I remember. Because we got those at the other halfway base. So what we should actually do is feed them in here. And then send them back. I'm just thinking if I can get the bio stuff in here as well. I think I can, because I can put a filter inserter there instead. So if this was actually, say, I don't know which it'd be, probably those ones. And then that is the blue ones instead. So that becomes that. We'll grab that. You see what I mean about that? So if I perhaps give it a couple of slots, put those in there maybe. It's going to pull them out, isn't it? Yeah. We put that in there. And potentially we can just sort of weave that round. What I can also then do is... I'm just wondering about fast belting. So what I could do is do that and that. If we go F5, so let's assume we might need a bit of space. Let's take this way to there, say. There we go. Oops. Up that direction. Except it's going the wrong way for some reason. So instead, are they fast enough? Because I think I've run out of... No, I've got 2 stack inserters left. Okay, so I could put that there. Is it going down is the basic question. That's okay. So F8. No. Yeah. Do that. And get the Atlantum ingot going that way. I don't think they're fast enough, are they? Then I could turn that around. turn that round. Are they fast enough? Just because it doesn't actually have to be there. Does it? Have that like that. Excuse me. Phantom powder. Yeah, well that's coping with what's being produced. It feels like these aren't... No, they're not working fast enough, are they? What's it waiting on? That stuff. Okay. Don't think I can do anything about that, because I think that's a those guys aren't fast enough issue. Okay. I mean, we could do shenanigans. Have one out of here and do it around the back. Well, what we should really do, and I think I've already said this, is have like dedicated whatchamacallits for each one. I think they said they're also doing stack filter inserters, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, so let's not build it in as such, but if that was going that way, would that work? So that would have to be across there, I think. Yeah, I think we could get that to work. That joins up with it. I'll build across there. Yeah, okay. Right, so... Have we got any? 80? Okay, 80. Yeah. Right. Yes, so... This one, is it still backing up with bio stuff, is the question. Because didn't I do something? Output is full. Oh, this was the frames one, okay. Because we've got a load spare. Output is full. So we need somewhere to put the bio stuff, basically. It's causing us problems. It's going around there. And then these guys are slowly turning it into bio bricks. And it goes. So I just realised I've put the Atlantum in the wrong one, haven't I? Because... No. What are we building here? We're building the things, so we're not dropping off... Aren't we building the... Ah, it's here, isn't it? Yeah, you're the guys making the blue sides. So to make advanced circuits, we could do that here. Yeah. Because what we kind of need to do is have it sort of drop. I don't think it's smart enough. It's not a smart enough system, basically, to do what I'm thinking. So I think we'll have to dumb it up. Which I'm perfectly capable of doing. So let's put a sort of an outbuild here. Let's see about building a couple more of these. We've got loads of track, haven't we? Yeah, because it's super generous on the track building. It'll take a while to put them in. Okay, so the plan then is to have the bio stuff, which is, you know, floating past here. Go in a... because I can't have multiple recipes, basically. So what I'll probably have to do is just grab... yeah. How are we doing? We're still building. How is this? You see, it's way overpowered for what it's doing. Because we've got all that power up there. I don't know. What does it let me do if I try to move? If I try to connect these all up, I'd need more of these, wouldn't I? So in other words, if I connect this to the other one, can I build along the river? Will it let me build high voltage cables along the river? Right. Anyway, nearly there on this bad boy. And what we'll do, we'll have a separate one here. Yeah, I have put the... yeah, I've put the things in the wrong one. I need the Atlantum ingots to go in this one. Yeah. So, we want to grab, if we can, these guys. The problem is going to be that. You know, until it uses up the other ones. I guess I could have one of the... in fact, I'm setting up a completely different one, aren't I? So I could build something separate. Yeah, that makes more sense. So if we just do anything going in here... I think it's probably overkill. You don't want to take all of the power. And then coming out of here, you see, is going to be the... whatchamacallit. So the Atlantum ingots need to come out. Yeah. So, where's my rail? There's my rail. If we then take this over here, so it won't let you connect, but we can literally build on next to it, I think. So I'll go along. Ah, didn't like that. Okay. Don't know if that was a clipping issue or... it looked like it was letting me clip them through anyway, but... ideally I need this on the inside, I think. Yeah, so I'll have this somewhere here, I guess. Let's just put it... I'll fix it up later. But yes, point there I was making is that we can get rid of these. not bother with that side of it. And instead of this, we don't really want the lantern ingots going in that one. I bet that's clogged up my other end, as it were, as well. Okay, so we need a little extension here then. A little bit more floor. So, and then we put on the other one of these. Just put it sort of in the middle to give room. And then we need the rail to connect. We want this output. In fact, that probably works quite well, doesn't it? Because we can pick that up. Oops, turn that round. And then, no, what was that? And then have this kind of going this way with this. In fact, no, let's just leave it because I put it in. Could have done with being one further over. Oops. Missed. Okay. No? Yeah. Right, so we connect that. Oh. I had not realised there was a gap. Okay. There's still a gap, I think. Okay. So then, yeah, so it's bringing either and both that way, but that doesn't matter because it's just chucking it out as it likes on that side. And these guys can grab whatever they want / need. That's the Atlantum ingot coming that way. Yeah, okay, that works better. So the question then, as I say, is can I connect the power across from all these different platforms? So, where are the high? Oh, there we are, 7 of 7. So that's my high voltage connection. Will you build along water? Looks like it. I'll do that there. And then we just sort of... Patch on the side. Doesn't seem to mind clipping at all, so... Just put them through. Round. Invalid placement, okay. Yeah. If we sort of put it out of the way over here. I don't know if I just got a free one of them or not. Or does that have to be connected with... Ah, I think they have to be... But then I do... Oh, bum. I do want that because I need to connect it on to the next one. So... Of 7. No. Of 6. Okay. So we put this... yeah, let's put it there. And now we connect... Oh. Why you not connect? So, 7. Was it too close? Is that the problem? Yes. Now, what's going on with power? Ah! Is that working? Let's go and have a look at the other end. Yeah. Right. There we go. No. Oh, I hooked on by the looks of these. Okay. Right. Well, these are all blue. So, job done? No. Missing resource 360 of 1200. Right. Why? How can it have 360 of 1200? Ah, so the accumulator charge. Ah, okay. So even though they're connected, it's not counting the other accumulators on the other system. Right. So I would need to build loads of accumulators. Okay. In the meantime, can I build whatever it was I was going to build? So that would help out by doubling what we're doing. Do I want to build the crank generators, or... I'm a bit puzzled that that's stopped at 100. Because I'm wondering if maybe we filled up the water chute. Or maybe it just stops at 100. Let's see. So that gets us level 2 crank generators anyway. Which is not actually the problem. It's still sat at 0, isn't it? Well, it could be that science has just stopped. So that's another possibility. Okay. What we can do... Oh, that's just stopped. That doesn't look good. Oh. Why is my monorail being stopped? Okay. So this one needs to connect to here. Doesn't it? No. Which is which? Yeah, it is the outside one. Was there another connector? I thought there was one in at the entrance, wasn't there? To the... It's not a random pole? See, I thought I had one here somewhere. So, which is which? That's that one, isn't it? And then... I think I've crossed those over, haven't I? Guess I just deleted it when I was messing about. Seems to be working again. So, lantern? Yeah. Oh look, we've got extra slots. Oh. Yes, so we need to move the accumulators over, I guess, because this is nowhere near using the power. Unless it means How much does each of these... Oh, no, it has added them on. It's just that I've not got very many. Ah, okay. So, let's connect my other thing, but it seems like I'm going to need more accumulators. That's a lot of accumulators. Right, so, I think this is probably the easiest way. But if we go there, and then we grab that. I'm sort of assuming I need to do, you know, I can't just pop these on. This seems very dodgy. Sticking high voltage cables through the water. But there you go. That's how they do. So they do interconnectors, as they're called, which is you know, Britain has various interconnectors that go under the ocean, basically. So it is actually how it's done. But this doesn't feel like a particularly safe way of building them. Because they are DC as well. HVDC. So just pop that there. And then, well, if I go and... So I bet, has this got Atlanta in it now? Oh. No, because Atlanta would have been taken out. Oh, it must be the other one that's got lantern in it. Because this is just sending, isn't it? Yeah, this is just sending. So if we put a little offshoot here, like that, and then we should have built the connector. That. And then we can connect. Oops. To. Yeah. Now, what does that say we've got now? Yeah, so it's now 900 megajoules of accumulation. Okay. So that's made it all into a single network. It's just that I don't have quite as much storage as I thought. It would appear then... Not P, T. I've got 8 now. Okay, so it is still sciencing. So if we did that, suddenly we would get everything we need, I think, wouldn't we? Because our total would jump from 900 to 1800. Theoretical maximum. Yeah, we've got way more production than we actually need. Okay. Just don't have the charge. Now, what was that? I just think, because I could deactivate that one. And then we could do that one instead. We also take that off. No, let's undo that one. So suddenly, we should be sorted. Assuming it'll, you know, once it's charged up sort of thing. Ah, looks like it's... using the accumulators to do the trains, maybe? You know, because they need to charge up and discharge. Interesting. I wonder why the behaviour would be that. Interesting. I wonder if I could... Because I can't do that one. Because I need to scan a tech. But I can boost the output. And maybe that'll overcome that. Okay. I think partly they were, because suddenly there was like double the amount of capacity in each one, they sort of discharged into each other. I think that might have been part of what was going on there. But yeah, we seem to be producing a lot. So why is the excess not going into the accumulators? Why are these not producing at max? Not fully sure I understand the behaviour there. But I'm not sure why the power wouldn't kick in to charge the accumulators. It seems to just be ticking along. Oops. Behaviour is confusing. Oh, we already had one of them there. Okay. That was obviously what they're intending you to do, to actually connect them up. Yeah, I don't understand why the accumulators aren't charging. Why would that be how it works? Could be a bug, of course. Oh. Oh! That one says 0. Okay. What? What? Maybe I can't direct connect it? I don't understand. It seems to be using the accumulators in preference to the actual production, which is bizarre. Why would it do that? Why would it be designed to operate in that way? Because we have 19,000 kilowatts, so 19 megawatts of potential production. And instead of it using 19 megawatts to charge the accumulators, it's discharging the accumulators instead. Why would that be the preferred behaviour? Because I get that these require a charge boost, a charge zap. I don't know. I don't get that. Maybe if I try deleting them and add them back on? What are we saying there? That now appears to be charging them more, is it? It's going up to 300. No. It's now spiking them higher. What? What I'm wondering, basically, I think probably my solution is if I just delete this connection point here. So these are all now separate. And then we literally just go and pull up as many accumulators as we can. So this power network could now be separate from this one. Yeah, because that's not doing anything. I don't know if this is a bug, intended behaviour, or what, but this is very strange to me. I don't know why. Because obviously Factorio kind of works this way as well. In that, the system sort of will use accumulators and stuff when you... Or it won't use accumulators. In fact, it works the opposite way in Factorio. But, you have to kind of manually control the behaviour to be what you want. Because all we need it to do is accumulate it. We don't need it to... excuse me. Wait, what power network am I on now? What? There we go. Yeah, I don't get how it's working out the power balancing, basically. I don't know why it wouldn't just, with so much spare capacity, instead of using the spare capacity, it's to charge the accumulators, it's using the accumulators. So yeah, if I take the... You see what I mean? Why are these discharged when there's so much spare power? That's odd. So let's take them off and kind of go and add them to the other one. Why are you... Oh, I can't move them because they're fixed. What's it doing now, power-wise? Yeah, 780 megajoules, which it's not charging. Very strange. But yeah, we're like way overpowered as well, so we can actually take some of this out. I guess since there was already one here, I might as well connect it to that instead. Where's the power stuff? There we go. 6. I don't know. I don't know if you saw that, but they were charging, and now suddenly they're completely, stopped. Very odd behaviour. Now all the accumulators are apparently empty, but we're still overproducing on power. So how about we get rid of some of them as well. Cool. I could also try and find this Where did this lantern end up? Nothing in there. Appear to have disappeared the lantern. Oh, it's coming out. It's come out to the other platform on the other side, isn't it? So yeah, we've got own production there, but say it's not actually sort of using it for some reason. In a way that makes sense. So it could be a bug. It's weird that it happened as soon as I doubled the power. That does suggest bug to me. So how about we get rid of those. Still way overpowered. I did go mad with it when I built it, so kind of not surprising, but there we go. Yeah. It's just not using these for some reason. It's, I say, it's either, if I undo that tech, what happens? No, it doesn't seem to be directly related, or undoing the tech hasn't fixed it, but some of these are fixed ones. Disappear, I can't move them. Let's land so it knows which one we're on. No, it just doesn't seem to want to charge them for some reason now. Even though it's got oodles of spare power. Let's put it back in. No, don't understand that behaviour. But it doesn't matter. So it'd be this one with... No? Did the Atlanta... Oh, look at it, you know. Bum. Oh dear, oh dear. What's the right mess? I bet these have all stopped because they've got lantern pollution. Yes, you do. Oh, and it's going round here as well. Deary, deary, dear. How far did it get? Oh, all the way. All the way. Got any more? Oops, can't see any more. Any here now? You're moaning about? No. All good? All good. Anything in there that shouldn't be there? No. Okay. Yeah, I don't get how the power balancing works, because suddenly we've gone from everything was always, it was always charging the accumulators to just basically not charging them at all. And I get that these things are power spiky, but it was all fine before, and now it suddenly isn't. But we had loads of excess generation, and it doesn't seem to have ground to a halt, so we'll just take the accumulators, see if we can't build 1.2 gigawatts, was it, that you needed? Yeah, I don't get why these don't just, output at maximum. That seems like very odd behaviour. So then. So I'm going to stick a bunch of them in here. We won't connect the thing up yet. So 3. See, they just start charging, and they're all fine. But if I connect it up to the other one, it would go bonkers again. So, in terms of, so I've got 4 of the level 2s. I can't remember what the improvement is. So, what is the improvement? I haven't actually made an advanced circuit yet, have I? Which I said was the point of this stream. Should we go doing that then? So let's not fail to do what we said we were going to do. Doesn't look like the old lantern powder, the Kindle Vine powder coming through, but we know that whole production was a bit rubbish, so it won't have helped by breaking it either. Are we making them here? Because that's the Atlantum coming out there, is it? Yeah. So, how about I put a second layer of belt on top of that one. Bring them over here. And then where do we have... Okay. So we might be able to put an assembler in there, maybe. And then it can grab. So it's going to make those. Wait, yeah. So I think I've knackered the production on the other thing. Oh, why have you got... Are you not making... What? Oh, of course it needs to be a filter inserter. I did the same thing again. So this would be the circuits. This would be the jigs. And then we need to work out how we're going to get the other bits in. I think given they're coming through slowly, let's rethink that. Okay, so this chest output onto a second layer here. Which will... Whoa! Come this way. And provide the ingots there. And then gonna have to fiddle about with my ziggurat. So that I can put a chest here somewhere. We'll have a long-handed. That's not long-handed. I'll put it there. Why is there no Atlantic coming? Oh, because I didn't put the inserters on. Okay, so that's the Atlanta. This is being all preferential by the looks of things, so I'm going to put those in there. So we know the production is rubbish on all of these. Waiting for Atlantum, which is coming. Yeah, I don't get that with the accumulators. It seems very strange behaviour. Doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, why not charge the accumulators? Well, they'll waste the power. Okay. It is making an advanced circuit. Our first one produced via automation. In fact, probably our first one. So we can pop on that and that. And we need 800, 220,000 of them. We need 200 for that as well. Crikey. And we got to craft 1 million of them before we even decipher that. Well, that we don't know what we're doing. Energize it. Unknown machine. We have to do that presumably first. Right, let's go back to playing about with accumulators and wondering why they don't work as you would expect them to work. Ooh. Yeah, you see, it's just charged them. Well, it's not. Well, that's what you meant to do. So I don't know. My one is not working properly. Weird. What I'm actually thinking of doing now, I think since we're just doing this, if we just build an extra platform, because I can't connect it, I don't think. I mean, I can connect it, but I can't connect it. I think because you see the red. I don't think it'll let me attach it, but it might do. Should we have a look? Oh, it has. Okay. Huh. I just assumed it would be it disconnects, but okay. We still need. This is how we get the power in, though. I think. Yeah. So we would still need one of those. I'm surprised by that actually. Okay. So let's just build them in. No. 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 So in theory that's only 620 once charged. Crikey. I didn't look at the thing, did I? So a crank 2, which we can't actually build, but system, greater efficiency. What wheels 2, generate converters 4. Yeah, we'll just build sort of out here. And I can stick in cranks and stuff. Well, let's put. No. Let's not put a row of these, I guess, first. No. 740. In fact, let's put all of these down first. Just a real botched together effort, this, isn't it? What's that? I just don't get why the system's not working properly. Oops. So, how much have we got now? 940. So we need a bunch more. They're not in there. What do we run out of? Electrical components. Right. Very good. Let's put some water wheels and stuff on then while we're waiting. And we can just punch a hole sort of there. And there. There. Ah, will it let me build? It will now. Water wheels on one. Oops. Because basically, I think the level 2s change it to 2 to 1 rather than 2 to 4. But let's have a look, see. So, 4. that right? Hmm. Maybe it's 2 to... No, because it's saying the system torque is too much. Torque use 1, 2, 1. Yeah, I think that's probably it. We can always see if we put these on. So that should be 250. Not entirely sure what that's telling me. Obviously it goes red when I do that. So that's got to be bad, isn't it? Seems to be okay with the second one. Let's just do that though, because it's really just spamming accumulators. What we got now? 1 gigajoule. Okay, so we need more. We can't make more. Okay. Which is them that it needs. No, it isn't. What does it need? Electrical components. Is that not what those are then? Oh no, those are set. Oh right. Those are the component bits. Okay. Clues in the name. Clues in the name. Right. Electrical components. Electrical components. Where might they be? Not there. Yep. Yep. What are you? They're mechanical components. Obviously not making them here. Ah. No. What are you? Yeah, you're electrical components, okay. And I can only make one. Now out of copper frames. I've got 1 million of them. Now we're at a kindle line extract. such a walking trash heap. There we go. How many can we make now? Because we're going to need... Yeah, I'll make 40. Okay, 4. Right, let's head back. How many is it made? I bet it's made like 4. How many are you done? In fact, do we need to bother with doing that door? Because this is the one where we've cheated our way in. What's it called? It's HA. 90. 90. Wow. Okay. So I shouldn't be having to do this. I don't know why it's not charging the accumulators from the excess power. But all I can think is that these are the way they charge. Is like it forces it to draw from the accumulator. That would be weird if it is, but so I can't think of any real other sort of explanation. So then one more. How much that get us? 1.1 gigajoules. Okay. How many more gonna need?
Local signal deciphered. Ingress RD3217. Report to production terminal Victor for triangulation.
Okay. But it doesn't say 1.2. So on this. So let's just be safe. Now it says 1.2. So let's connectorize it up. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's not connected. So we need to put 7. No, there was like a minimum distance, wasn't there? So put on that. Oh, wrong button. Go. Boop. Cool.
Power restored to EFES freight elevator. Awaiting executive level security authorization.
Handing this one over to you, sir.
Do not be concerned. System receive authorization Zeta 17.
Request denied. Authorization restricted to flag officers.
That should not have occurred.
Flag officers. Wait, I remember them. Pacific did this?
Please, I need a moment to concentrate. A memory is taking form. System, receive Phoenix Protocol Omega 15.
Standby. Confirming planet-wide eligibility. Phoenix protocol confirmed. Freight elevator initialized. Fulfill production quota to operate.
A production quota?
Yes. Yes, I remember now.
Sir, are you alright?
The quota is unbreakable, Sergeant. We must fulfill it to proceed.
Sir, that isn't the point. These elevators aren't supposed to have quotas that prevent them from moving. This is captivity. This is not what the expedition was about.
There's no need to reach conclusions prematurely. It may be that this quota was instituted to compensate for catastrophic loss of production elsewhere. Or everywhere.
If the loss was that catastrophic, our crew could be in trouble in any sector. Anywhere.
Yes. And we are standing before the only way to reach them. Groundbreaker. You will show this quota what I know you are capable of. Proceed.
Local signal deciphered. Unknown. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation.
Any more? No, there we go. So, it wants us to stick a load of extra stuff in, basically. So, we've got to do 500 advanced circuits for these. Yeah. Not sure. So, I know, I mean, they have said that it's not quite... they put some of these very high to act as like an end game for early access, but... kind of getting into the territory, I must admit, of it, you know, really giant numbers like Satisfactory did, and that was kind of one of my problems with it. So I hope it doesn't. I hope they just have it like that for the, you know, for the early access, and some of the numbers will be a bit more sensible. I mean, that's not too high. I'll be honest, it's not insane, but you know, Victor in particular seems to ramp up like to a nuts degree. I don't know. Right, got another 32 of those. So, we need to go back to... I think this is back at the original... I think this is at Victor that we've got this exclamation point happening. I think. But it's not giving me a... Yeah, those are just the two doors and the upgrade. So... I think that's where we're going. They could do a tweak in that as well. There's like, because like there was the, when I found the place where the green cube is, if you like find it, it takes like the marker off basically. So those exclamation points and the RL and stuff, they disappear. And of course, if you find it and you haven't got the stuff on you, then you don't actually know where it is. So it could do with a bit of a work there, because you've got the beacons, but the beacons are rubbish. Right. What are you going on about?
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Control descent. Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. No additional data.
I think there were two then. That one. But then we've also got this RE. And that only needs 50 cooling systems and 200 belts, so we can easily do that one. But I don't know where that is. So what we could do is kind of empty ourselves out. So I've got a load of junk again. So, have I got? Yeah, I suppose I've got access to that. I've got like the bacons there. And then this is like, yeah, organic stuff. So if we put these in here, maybe that as well. And then those two. It's a bit better. I guess I could also put that in there. You do sort of need that. Still got 2 pink cubes on me for some reason. Right, so we need to just grab a whole load. Don't imagine this has got any processing units in it. Right, what have you made? You've made level 2 belt. Well, isn't that one of them? Yes, 200 level 2 belts. So, if we just take 1,000 with us. I think I manually put in, didn't I, the thing just to make a load. Because this is, yeah, it was like an extra one that. So this is the actual production of them. So we could maybe just sort of take these, get rid of all of this. Like that. And then like that. And you're the electronic components, so that's going to top that off. Wires. Might as well have some wires, I guess. Those components. Again, might as well just top it off. Iron. Let's take 4 stacks of that. Inserters we know we've got too many of. They're back in there, I've already done that one. Yellow belt. Let's make sure we've got 2,000 of that. Floor things. 1,000 of those. Ah, here we go. Iron frames. Get all of them. What do we actually need? 2,500. How many have I got? 500, 1,000, 1,500, and 66. Okay. So these must have similar in. So we've got 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. Which is what it needs. Copper then. What's it saying again? So that's 500, 1,000, nearly. That's iron again. That's iron again. They're obviously struggling to produce iron ones, aren't they? There's iron things in. So actually, your those components. Let's top that off. Yeah. Okay, so we got 500, 1,000, 1,505 copper ones. So can I, since we've got like 1,000,000 billion iron ones, can I swap these out? So if I make this do copper frames instead. Yeah, the problem there is the reach, isn't it? Because it's the copper one on the bottom is the one that's dead, basically. So probably better. Let me just get rid of these. Let the iron flow. And then we find somewhere where perhaps this one. Does this copper come in there? We swap to copper frames. Sometimes it takes out the floor and sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit weird. So we'll give it a, well, I don't know if we can do a fast stack inserter. Let's just do a fast inserter. And you make copper frames instead. That one. So that's iron frames. That's copper frames, okay. What are you? You're iron frames, okay. So we could maybe swap these two. Yeah. I mean, we need copper frames for the Victor as well, but, you know, am I ever going to get to that point, given... Given there's only one more stream left, basically, and I'd rather go and investigate. It's a bit more fun doing the exploring, usually, than just waiting for a million copper frames to build. So, we got those. Have we got... We didn't end up with 220... No, we got 120. Oh, look, that's got lots of Kindle Vine in it. So it looks like a kind of transfer problem. So that's the one that's stopping the... whatchamacallit happening. Because what are you waiting on? The frame things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of... There's a bit of an odd thing here with... my sort of sense is that it's best to do... I guess I was just randomly chucking stuff in there, because that belt... Oh no, it's filling up based on that, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff where it could be... You could almost do a bus approach, and you can have just have loads of stuff doing it, you know, going round and what have you, in one big factory. It also feels like maybe smaller factories doing dedicated things is better, and then use the rail thing to move stuff about. But I don't know at the moment, and I hope they plan to add it. I don't know at the moment that the rail stuff is like smart enough to really do that. What was I going to do? So if we go and do at least one of these doors. I just wondered, because the one that needs 30 cooling units is the new one, isn't it? No, the new one's the 50 cooling units and 200 belts. So how many cooling units have I got on them? I normally end up with a few. 304. Okay. Because we might be able to do the one that I think is the 220 and 30. 220 advanced circuits and 30 thingies. I think that's the one above the hole in the you know, the one above the you know, water, whatever it's called, chute thing. But I have not got a clue where these are. Well, that doesn't take me anywhere. Because it's not that, is it? Let's follow around. This way instead, then. Unless maybe there's two facilities at the water spout. Can we get through here? I think so. It's down here. Whee! See, the RE and the RL seem to be quite close together. The RL we know is... God, it doesn't properly adjust the floor when you... Oh, it's at the top there. Okay. Ah. Because this, it let me go so far, didn't it? And then there was a second door. What is going on here? And is it this one that needs...
Facility access door unavailable. Refer to display panel for self-repair requirements.
Ah. Do I have to access it from outside? What? Where's the panel then? So that's the door. Where's the panel? Oh, it's at the top. Okay. So we can put them in. But we would need 220 of us. It's not far off, you see. Let's go and stick all these doobies in. But I don't know how you can get up there. Oh, I guess there's... Huh. There's an actual lift there. How does that work? Oh look, there's a thing over there as well. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, it'll probably have made the things we need. The advanced circuits. Let's put a proper ladder in. Oops. I think I've already done that over here. Put one in anyway, but... Yeah, there we go. Here's your ladder. So this must all be protected build as well, this river. I'll actually change it. Okay. Where's... There he is. Put them in. Get there. So we need 700. We need 500 of that. Okay, so copper frames we can kind of leave chugging away. We know the door needs 200. We know that this other one on that's wherever it is back there we don't really care about. We could search for the question mark. Let us search for the question mark. And hopefully when we find it, yeah, is it this way? Does this go anywhere? Ah! What's that? That looks like a proper facility. So if we go back around the way, oops, around what, under here? Isn't there a second? Yeah. I'm wondering if I didn't find this before. Where is this? So we go left. The lights guide you there, don't they? Ah, yes, I remember. Yeah, because we have got in here already. So where is question mark, question mark, question mark? Unless that's not what it's referring to. Mustn't be. Mustn't be. Can I get through here at all? No. No, that's all blocked off, isn't it? And then this was where the movie theatre was. Yeah, and there's nothing around there. Okay, so it's in that direction still. So it's not part of this facility. Is what you're telling me. Where are you then? Follow this river up. Where do we go? Ah, I can see something there. So, I thought it told me I couldn't go this way. So it's saying protected area, but it is letting me do it. I guess the river itself, the river banks are protected, maybe? Rather than the stuff above. Well, at the very least, we're coming up to a gigantic lantern. So that's no bad thing. Ah! What the heckins are you? Where's the closest point? I guess it's a bit further along, isn't it? Looks like maybe above the Atlantic, was it? Yeah, so if we just sort of point ourselves at that. No, not F3. Hopefully we'll eventually sort of get there. Too far. There appear to be lots of tiny boxes, so or something's there. So it could be that we're sort of above what we need to be above. This is a very weird looking thing though. Oops. I'm just wondering if I dig down in... Oh! Don't know what that's doing. I mean the question marks are there, but is it the question marks that I want? Or is that the entrance to whatever this is? Give me doorway or give me life.
Warning. Unknown entity detected.
Oh! Where is question marks? So I think maybe go back a bit, sort of go downish. No. Feel like me. At the very least, we're heading towards a gigantic grave. A lantern deposit. Hmm. Well. Not going to say anything? Okay. Oh, it won't let me... It won't actually let me get in there, as it were. But there don't appear to be any... Okay. That's because something's appeared in the journal, is it? No? Oh, that's at Lantern. Okay. So they got nothing to say. Don't know. Maybe there's meant to be a like a proper trigger point or something. But so I've gone right the way around. I can't see any hidden, things or anything. I'll say it won't actually let me get close. Oh, flash code. Maybe there is something at the top of it. Yeah. That's a very long way up, though. It's all the way up there. And I was kind of heading straight for the question mark. So that would have sort of put me up here, you see, not at the top. I mean, the implication of the green stuff is that this whole area is Atlanta. Because these are little things. It's just because if there's some bit you're meant to find, because this green here, that's Atlanta. But that's the blow-upable Atlanta. But it usually shows if there's some structure you can sort of get at. I wonder if I'm meant to use the scanner. I don't really understand the scanner. I don't really know what it's meant to be doing. Because you can... Question mark. So I mean, it's sort of... What's that? What's that showing me? I had a go at this before. So we know we've got Atlantum close by. You see it's pointing me straight at the Atlantum. But I say I don't know what the question mark is meant to be. Or the question marks. Because it feels like, because it's just literally a list. And you're just sort of scanning through a list, basically. I don't really know why you would want to scan for... I get the resources. But why would I want to scan for them? And the range on it seems to be very short. This... where's the Atlantum? Again. So it's not very short, is it? But that's, that's the stuff over the other side. And it's, tiny little number. Oh, suddenly drops to 0. So that's sort of, that distance is like the entire range of the scanner. Yeah, it seems to just be for resources. It's not for actual working things out or anything. And I say this is sort of the problem that I have with what they've done, because when you sort of get to the close to the location, it turns the question, the marker off. And of course, if you don't actually know where you're going, you're then just lost. Is there some little thing I'm supposed to trigger right here? Am I meant to go to the top of it or something? Because say it won't actually let me fall down the hole. I mean, it looks like a drill, doesn't it? Looks like sort of a mining drill, so you'd probably expect it to be at the top. And the other part of it could just be, I need to do the other bits first, But yeah, I think I'll leave that and see how much it's actually made in the interim. Where's my things over the other side, isn't it? There's no panels or anything that I can see, is the point. Where's my... Nope, I've gone past it. It's over there. You'll be... This way? Yes, there we go. My little shaft. There we go. Yeah, could be that I'm meant to just follow the river and there's a connecting point, but you see how it always shows you the structural bits, even if you're quite far away. So the question mark's gone now. Okay. Let's go back and see how many advanced circuits we've got and etc. Copper frames. See if we can't advance that a little bit. Circuits would be this one. Well, it's kind of a copper frames. How close are we with that? Well, hello, Flash Go. I hope you're doing well. Having a good afternoon. Oh, whatever the time is for you then. I tell you, it's quite a turnaround with my. This is my new machine I'm streaming from, and there's not been a single drop frame. It's doing 60 FPS. All the settings are on max. I'm playing 4K, so it's doing really well. Which is what I was after, obviously, because it was embarrassing. How poor the other one was. Right, so there they are. So I only got 150 there. Was this copper now? Oops, was this copper now as well? No, that's iron. It's still. That's copper then. And then must be there is. Is this it? Yeah. How many we got now? So we got another 750, 800 mod. That's very close to it because I think I put 1700 in. So I might be able to just handcraft up. Excuse me, the last few. Let's go and see the advanced circuits then. Have I got 300 processing units on? Yes. So we could just open that door just for the sake of it. Oh no, it needs 800. No, don't go that way. I'm bored and I'm trying to a free play game on Steam. Nice. What's that then? What's the free play game? Is that completely free, or is it sort of free to play and then monetized with? How many have we got? None. Right. As suspected, that's working quicker. That's annoying. If I put off what I've got in. Problem is when they turn, I mean the production is terrible, you know, it's really, really low. But when they do turn up, it's basically, they'll be going in there first, is my guess. I mean, have we got science? Yeah, we've got 166 science. So we could turn that off. I mean, I don't know that I need anything. Because these are all just buffs. You know, speeds and tunneling and stuff. This, I need to scan something. But I don't know what it is to get assembler to. Again, stack inserters, I apparently need to scan stack inserters. Don't even know where they are. That's just the carrying capacity. I'm not moving enough about to worry about carrying capacity. Suit speed I don't care about. Jump height I don't care about. Rate of rush I don't care about. They're all power buffs, but or you know, power efficiency things, but I need to scan something again to get there. The voltage step just helps me, you know, do more. Crank generator we know we could do, but so what? This we could do, and we could mess about with that. But that's a buff. That's a buff as well, isn't it? Yeah. So we don't really need any of the sciences. until we unlock the next step of Victor, and the next step of Victor requires ridiculous amounts of power. So, I think I'm going to get rid of that inserter. And then... obviously it'll build a few more, but then it'll actually start making these, because it'll put them in there first. Assuming that is, I've got the settings correct. Yes, I have. Oops. Okay, so, it's not made any, is the problem. Right. The perfect tower too. Okay. Oh dear. Is it any good or? Where's my jetpack? There we go. Right, let's see what we can put in here. See how close we are. Put them in. Oh, yeah, we can do. So we would just be short 500 of them. Just the odd 500. How many can I handcraft? 122. That would get us 250 odd. And they're very slow, I think, aren't they? 2 seconds. Let's make a bunch of them then. Because we need 220 to unlock the other part on that, you know, that thing there. I could also try and work out how to get up to the one at the top, couldn't I? Presumably just use ladders, but let's go and have a look at that again. Interesting. Okay. Poppin's pretty horrible, wasn't it? So I need to fix this. It doesn't track your height in the thing. So I'm up here instead of being down there. Right, yes. So how do we get up there? So the easiest way is probably just to build a big old ladder. Let's have a look, see. So we need 15, 35 more. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could hand make them. So we'll do that. Set them all ready. It's too many. It was 30 of them, wasn't it? Oh, I have to cancel it all. So 12. 1, 2, 3, it's 15, 20, 25, 30. Right, I'm going to say, we'll see if we can build a ladder up to the top here. I'm guessing you can probably get across to it somehow, but... oh look, that's Atlanta there as well, look. I mean, thought it was probably the most scarce thing in the world. It turns out it's absolutely everywhere. Right. I don't get as well, this is still giving it the old flashy. Right. Let's just find a convenient spot. You won't let me place it there, okay. I'll place it there then. What's going to be easiest? If we go from here somewhere, maybe? Oops. Always reminds me of like the Wile E. Coyote cartoons, this type of building. Yeah. Right. Now if I build... what? No. Then... let's make it a little wider so that it don't fall off. And then... a bit more ladder? No. Up to there, say. That's a bit far. And then we hop off. Go. Who needs physics, eh? Who needs physics?
This elevator control console is dead. Fortunately, your suit was built to fall safely from any height. On Calyx, when all of your friends jump off a cliff, you get to jump off too.
Any more? No? Okay. So yes, this needs these, and that. Now we're in. Oh, I didn't push the button, did I? Ah, scanny things. I wonder if they'll give me the other text. Ah, there we go. So that's stack inserters. Ah, that gives me the hauler one. That's coal dense 4. I think I've already got it, no? Yeah, more cranks. But 100 of those as well. That's nice. Giving you some back. Cradle root. Ah! Glow moss. Okay. They might be the question marks on the scanner.
This elevator control console is dead. Fortunately, your suit was built to fall safely from any height.
Okay. You told me that before.
On Calyx,
Oh.
when all of your friends jump off a cliff,
Yeah, we've had
you get
that.
to jump off too.
I think you're glitching out there. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I guess it's giving me the stack inserter. Another door that I can't get in. Of course, have a look at this. What's this all about? This will turn out that there's like a spiral path or something that you can follow to get back. Oh, it looks like a structure over there. Where's that one? That way? No, up this way. Or is that just my base? Just be my base. There's something there. Yeah, it's going to turn out that there's a nice easy way of getting up here. I was just too unobservant to see. Nothing there. I like the retro aesthetic of the map, but as an actual thing, it's a bit of a pain in the bum. So that would appear to be it. I sort of assumed that would give us a working elevator or something like that, but no. Is that not just the... That's the falls, isn't it? Because there's no other way into this. So what is that the... What's that, basically? Have we been there before? I should make use of beacons, really, shouldn't I? But yeah, if we punch a little hole across there, So we can sort of see what that is. So it would be kind of that one. Wait, which way? Yeah, so down. I do like this. Oh, here we go. What are you? You're all scannable. Okay. Just bits and pieces. So obviously not been in this way. I'd have scanned these otherwise. Cool. Oh. Now, I don't know if I have been there or not. Anything else? Doesn't look like it, does it? Oh, just loop back. Okay. Have I? Yeah. What? That's confused me. So we go... Oh, I see. It's because it curves back around. So, if we go this way, to the right, we get to this bit here. And now can I dig across to that? So I'm sort of assuming that's somewhere I've already been. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I recognise that. Still, it's not like we're able to progress anything else just yet. What I'm going to do? Yeah, that's the one I can get rid of. And that's the one next to the... No, it isn't. Which one is that one? That's the one back in the water spout area. This is quite down. I know where this is. Okay. I think. Yeah, that's where that... Okay. So it's just loop. Yeah, okay. Effectively just loop back on myself. Righto. No worries. Okay. What I would like to see is, because I think there's a chest at the sort of bottom of this shaft. Whee! Oh, yeah. Science cubes and a thingy. So how the heck do I get back up then? Ah! Where does this go? To a dead end. Awesome. But I can punch through there. And then go up here. And then punch through here. Ah. Is this the spiral path I thought must exist? I think it is, isn't it? Where are we? Here. Wait. Okay. So, okay. I hadn't realised that was there was something behind there. Wow, how unobservant am I? Jeez. Okay, let's see if we've got... Wait, didn't I hand make the gap? Oh, the difference. Wow. Call myself an explorer. Right, so say, didn't I hand make the 30 or something that we needed? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I didn't click the button here. Right. What does this give us then? Ah. Not going to say anything? Ah, here's our stack inserters that we needed to scan to unlock that tech. Scannable there. Wasn't there another one? I did. Oops, yeah, there we go. Straight past it. What's that giving us? Mile speed 4, fine. M track 2. Track reach rather. And we've got this one here. Hauler capacity 2. I think it must double them up in case you miss them or something. Assembler Mark 3. Okay. I haven't even made an Assembler Mark 2 yet. I don't think there's anything else in here. Ooh. Chesticle. Empty. Oh, have I already... Oh, this is just the other side, isn't it?
Calyx. Still hard to believe we're somewhere in the middle of this thing.
It was unlike anything mankind had ever experienced. A rogue planet, drifting through the cosmos, origin unknown.
I remember now. We had probes out across the system, figuring out how to bring home critical resources from Neptune, Venus, wherever we could get them.
Yes. On Earth, we had used up everything. We needed a miracle, and Calyx was that miracle. Dead on the surface, but filled with unimaginable wealth, and passing through our outer heliosphere for a few decades at most.
If those probes hadn't been out there, Calyx would have flown right past us. It's an awful lot of luck for a species that doesn't particularly deserve it.
And yet it was precisely what inspired our species to come together in a way that many did not believe possible.
And here we are.
So, I'm lost. Where the heck is the exit? But that kind of suggests to me that not only are we awoken like hundreds of millions of whatever years, there we go, after everybody's already gone and we're just left behind, but Calyx, the place we are, is perhaps might have been planning what Subnautica did, scan multiple, but decided not to implement it. There is a bit of that. So some of the techs, you do have to scan multiple. So for stack inserters, I think it required me to scan 5, and of course it's got 5 sat on the desk, so that would get those. Oh, I've got loads of science. So yeah, there's a bit of that, but it seems to unlock text multiple times, and I guess it's because, if like me, you're bimbling around and you randomly find things or unlock them in the wrong order, then you can still do progress. But yeah, I'm assuming from that this planet Calyx, as it says, was a rogue that flew into the solar system, and they've mined it all up, or tried to mine it all up. And my guess is it's now, gone a long way away from the solar system, and that we're probably, millions, billions of light years away. And so what we're trying to do, of like rescue or, find people and all that sort of stuff, is essentially pointless. But no one's here because they've all gone, basically. That makes some sense of what it's been saying, but it's only a guess, obviously. Right, so the next one was this here. No, it was this here, wasn't it? Oh yeah, entrance of repair freight elevator. So I got to do this. And I need 500 advanced circuits. So how many has it made in the intro? So yeah, that'll be my guess, I guess, as to what's going on. Why we're all alone? Why everything is rusty and broken? How many have we made? 179. Okay. So that gives us 279 in total. So we're about halfway there. Let's go and have a look at Victor as well. So no idea what that mining thing was, or how I would actually access it. I always look it up on the wiki, but I think it could do with some tweaks how they explain those things to you. Right. No. giant fungus in the way. Come on. Oh? Why are you not? I seem to have clipped. Oh dear. Ah. I seem to go into a like crouch mode, and it doesn't actually have a crouch mode. It does seem to be in a crouch mode. Right, yes, so what's the next one on this? Well, it's only 900. And 200 advanced circuits. So we could do that. That seems very cheap, given how much the previous one was. So we would need another 600 copper and 200 iron. With how many cave-ins and how rusted and everything tipped over, maybe some sort of planet-wide quake, a massive bomb or something that hit it. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that shafty thing, that looks like a gigantic drill, so maybe that went wrong and sort of exploded or something like that. 50 there. So I can't remember how many more I wanted. It wasn't many, was it? It was like 300 or something. Now we've got them here. So that's another 500 there. Grab those. So if I put that on. And then those in, those in. So we're just sort of power again. But as we know, accumulators don't seem to be working properly. What I could do is disconnect that, because that seemed to sort of fix it-ish. Let's see if these are charging. Yep, charging. Charging permanently or just charging once? Ah, yeah, they are dropping charge again. So I don't get it. I don't get what's wrong. Why is it not operating at max production to charge the accumulators? I mean, we could unlock... We've got quite a lot of machines here, so let's unlock some of this. Oh, you're not giving me that. Dang, okay. So we could take that one off, I guess, and I could probably unlock that one now. Oh, it's not giving me that. Oh, my drills. Increases capacity. Yeah, don't appear to be any other things. So I don't get why it doesn't. So I would get it if it was, a thing where... Because we've got loads of machines operating in parallel, essentially. So these are all running at the same time. Yeah, because they're only... That torque used in system torque, I think, is basically telling me that, there's spare capacity, essentially. But the accumulators don't seem to be sort of using the charge. That's the bit I don't get. I mean, I get that this... I guess I could take... Oops. What it what it could be is this one. That it's trying to charge. Because it goes up to 30 odd. And I don't get where that 30 blips away. Let's take that out as well. So this is now completely isolated. So it's not getting any power at all. They're charging now. Nope, they get up to 30 and blip away. And so it does feel like it's something to do with this. Because it's this required bit. All I can really think is that it's like a weird balance where basically I don't know why these wouldn't just charge. Might be one of those things where you have to supply all the power in a short period, yeah. And that's what these are basically. So this is like a. It requires a charge blast, basically. These things here. And you notice it's going up to 30, and then it's zapping it. But the problem for me that I don't get is I have loads of production. So why are these only operating to fill up a couple of the accumulators? You know, why aren't these hammering, you know, why isn't it producing at 5460 in order to charge all the accumulate, you know, like Factoria basically, when there's accumulators require power, your power is max until the accumulators are filled. So why is it not behaving like that? Doesn't seem to matter disconnecting the other system and this. Don't know, don't get it. What I could do, just temporarily, if I disconnect this, and then reconnect it. Well, that's one. I guess that's a question. So it's not working, is it? Because when you build these, the bit that's confusing on that for me is when you build them, they have accumulators in them. So part of the recipe is 4 times accumulator. So why didn't it charge them? And how is it still running? Because they're preparing to send. Oh, it's bringing them in rather than sending them. Okay. Yeah, so it's not getting any charge. So this appears to only take charge from accumulators. Bizarre way of doing things. So let's build 4 accumulators and sort of put them next to it and see what actually happens. So, 1, 2. Well, it's 2, I think, isn't it? So these charge. At the exact point they've got enough charge. These must have a ramp rate. But so why is it not doing it in parallel? So that's ping. But when it gets to there, it's got enough charge to power these. Power the thing. In fact, it must be doing both of them. Are you working? Yeah. So the bit I don't get, I think, yeah, that actually, it's the same thing, isn't it? It charges the accumulators in series, not in parallel. Huh, okay. That's the problem. Because you see how one fills up and then the other fills up. That's the problem. How the heckins would I get around that then? But it discharges them in parallel. So you see it goes up fully. And then it's just ping, gone. So it has instantaneous discharge, but it has a charging ramp rate. It can only charge at a certain speed. And it only charges them in series. So it fills one up and then fills another up and then fills another up and then fills another one. Huh. Interesting. Weird, but interesting. So if I put the floor back in, so it wouldn't matter however many, it wouldn't matter how many I had. Ping! You see it's gone. And now it's charging the ones over there. How very, very odd. And when that gets to that point, blast off it goes. So, can we get round that by essentially let's cut the connection. If we put a little thing in here, I don't think I've got any anymore, have I? Build a couple of them. I'm glad it lets you clip stuff. So we've already got one. I'm just wondering if these will operate in, you know, in parallel, basically. Will it let me connect? So if I just put it over here somewhere. So if we go... Because these are now connected. That one's charging. That one's charging. Discharge. No. So any of the systems connected together means the accumulators. It's a bit, in a way, it's a bit like Factory in the sense that they operate as one. How would you get around that then? I guess every one of these would need to have its own sort of power generation, basically. With a couple of accumulators on it. Huh. Shut this fuzz. Yeah, they're great. I mean, it needs logic, basically, because it's... The reason this is happening, really, to be frank, is the fact that it's only sending tiny amounts. It should wait until there's like a full load, although I don't know what a full load is. But it literally gets, you see it's got 6 and 17, fires them off. Next batch 6 and 3, complete waste of energy basically. It's sending tiny amounts and there doesn't appear to be any way to control it. And And that's what I need. I need some way of basically saying, right, don't go until it's full, or don't go until there's 50, or don't go until, you know, like you can Factorio basically, and Satisfactory, where you can set proper conditions on them. They're literally just ready to go, off you go. Ready to go, off you go. And there's no way of doing any logic in the game, basically. So I can't put a chest on and say only start inserting items once you've got 250 or something. You know, I can't do that. They literally just send when they send. So it doesn't matter how much generation I've got, it will only ever charge the accumulators in series. So it won't charge them in parallel. And so the problem essentially is that every time there's enough charge, excuse me, it sends and I've got 2 on, so it sends the thing as soon as there's enough charge, and that just sucks all the power out. So if it had a discharge ramp rate as well, so if it was like it took, 10 seconds to transfer the charge, then that would probably get round it as well. But the only solution that I can think of is basically to have, if I put a water wheel in here and charge this separately from the rest of the system, I'm guessing you could probably have, it's interesting it's waiting for 2, basically. Or is it? So how much is actually charging there? 33.6. And then... yeah, ping, it goes. So that's the problem. I'm glad I figured it out, but it means my base is just broken then, basically. I guess it also doesn't make any sense to have these connectors connecting things, because it's not really... You're able to connect the generation, you're not able to connect the accumulators. Well, you're connecting the accumulators, but you're not able to then operate them. Well, they are, yeah, the problem is they're connected, and it then will attempt to charge them all at one at a time, even if you've got 1,000 of them. Interesting design choice, let's put it that way. Cut the rail for a bit, yeah. Where's it sending? So it's using them to make it lantern. So I think this is probably the one to cut. Well, we could also check, I guess. What does it actually do? If I do cut, is that? Yeah, it won't let me just delete the rail. But I mean, I can get rid of this anyway. Gonna have to take out this, I guess. So let's have a look at what and see what it does. So it'll probably charge up, I guess. Available 0 megajoules. Okay. Required 33.6. Huh. So it doesn't even attempt to charge it if there's no rail connection. It doesn't have anywhere to go, which makes sense, doesn't it? So if we cut... so if we can look at this, it'll still be charging and sending. You see what I mean? It's sending 3 processing units. It's not completely pointless. But yeah. The accumulator charge is building. Okay. Huh. Ah, building-ish. How far is it going to get up? 80, 90, 100. Okay. Huh. That's why I've not noticed it before then. Because one, it just operates, you know. How very weird. I bet these are all, yeah, these are all charging now. So how would that, so basically, the rate at which they charge is twice what this needs as its instantaneous grab. So by the time, you know, they've accumulated enough for this to use, you know, to grab that power, they've kind of gone past that point and they just keep going. So it's like it must literally be 2 to 1. So they charge at twice the rate, but this actually could send things based on my system. I don't know if it would send them quicker if I was actually supplying it with loads of stuff faster. Huh. Interesting design choice. So yeah, it needs 860 to do the next upgrade. Because I kind of can't cut the other one. That one I can, because I'm sure there's tons of Atlantum and already stocked up. But this one, see, it's charging. That's where I'm making the processing units, so I can't really get rid of them. But we don't have enough accumulators now, because some idiot went and took them all over the other side of the map. Okay, let's go and see how many advanced circuits it's made. So EFES would need. Didn't I? Have I put them all in? Oh, yeah, it's literally just waiting on the power. Okay. Let's go and see about that. Actually, if I just reconnect that high voltage terminal, would that work? Because that'll give it access to the other accumulators then. Would that work? No, it's had the exact, because it's now connected to a load more. Shoot, it's now connected to a load more of these. Yeah. Huh. So basically, every time you've got a factory or a sub-factory or a thing, if you have more than one of the monorail thingies, then basically you've then got no spare power. Or to put it another way, basically only 2 accumulators. So I mean, these have obviously instantly charged. That's how many have we got? 885, okay. How much Atlantum is stored up? I bet loads. Yeah, 890. So we should be able to make loads of circuits out of that, so that's fine. But yeah, the monorail things need to be in like separate groups with, you know, their own charging thing. Otherwise, they basically will just use up the, you know, the accumulators. What a strange way of doing things. Okay. I'm also interested to know if I delete these, does that actually cause a problem? Maybe? Does this need to stay connected to 1200 megajoules? Well, it's not saying any power. Okay. I wonder how many I could make. Only 38. Oh, it's 6 o'clock anyway, so I need to stop. I would quite like to just upgrade Victor. Yeah, so I'm glad I worked out what was actually going on there. But I think that's probably an odd design decision. Unless there's a better way of doing, without logic, basically. Because if you could have switches, even power switches, and you could hook them all up and say, right, only switch on if there's so much in the rail system. Only provide it with power, then you could probably support a lot more. Yeah, either needs a logic system or those ideas probably need a little bit of a tweak. Good to have constraints, but that's a weird constraint, in my opinion. Right, so how many of these would we need to put in? Right. How have you been arranged? Oh. You've been arranged by an idiot, that's what's happened there. Gotta keep the pattern. You can put them a lot closer, but keep the pattern. What have I done wrong there again? What's up longer? Right, how many is that? 440, crikey. Yes, a little frustrating, if I'm honest, to have the amount of accumulators you need available and all of that malarkey. 720? And it's just not charging them. Well, let's go. Put that close to that. Oh. Any other livestock traps? Here I've missed. Out. It needed 900, didn't it? So I do need more. Okay. Oh. Kindle vine extract. We've got tons of that. And I also need to hook it back up. Okay. Right. This one. Do 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 do. Mm-mm-mm. June 900. Okay. H60. Cool. So let's let it charge, do the upgrade, see what's in that. Yeah, just sending one. In fact, why is it only sending one? Why have we not got cooling units? Oh, you've got something you're not meant to have. Because you're not a stack. Oh, got a filter on. Dear, dear. How has it got so long? I must have accidentally replaced it at some point, but... Odd. Maybe it just had so many in that I didn't kind of notice. How are we doing? 600 odd. I think I am going to go and disconnect that temp. Yeah, I'm not sure about not being able to delete it without deleting the whole thing. And that's just taking out everything, isn't it? So this production really is kind of pointless, this level of production. I sort of assumed I could stick it all in, and I knew that high voltage things were coming, connect it all together. And you can, but as soon as you get more than, well, 2 or more of these in, basically it renders it all a bit pointless. But another solution they could do is it just charges off the power. It doesn't charge from accumulators. Okay, here we go then. It's the only bit of the game I would complain about. That is horrendous, that screen.
Terminal upgraded. New technologies and recommended tasks available.
Tier 2 accumulator.
Advisory.
Yeah.
All major sector assets have been reactivated. Remaining production terminal upgrades will be limited to the yield of extreme advancements in productivity.
You're going for it, huh? Nice.
Any more? No? That's basically saying, so what we get to now is it essentially gets to a point where it just gives you bigger and bigger numbers for like almost no reason in a sense. That's kind of the limit, I think. Alright, do they require purple science? How many have I got? Only 23. Because I've killed science off by knackering the trains. So yeah, maybe there is a tier 2 accumulator somewhere. Let's have a look. Accumulation 4. Because it doesn't, I don't think there is. I think it's just that accumulators can hold more charge. But their speed of charging is fixed, basically. From what I can tell. And there's also there. So decreases accumulated charge consumption of monorail by 70%. So there's that one as well. So that would help out a lot as well. But it would only kind of give you 2 more actual stations, I think, before you had the same problem. Or would it even do that? Because all it would do is it would just, the spiking would just be quicker, basically. I could design around it, you know, but yeah, you see, it's just, this is just speed up here, and you get extra levels, but it's just speed and it's just buffs and things like that. You know, so your stack inserters could have greater capacity, Okay. The haulers can carry more, even though they launch off further. Reach a monorail track by 12 meters. I mean, they reach far enough as is. It's all buff stuff after this, basically. I think. So it doesn't look, for example, like there is a level 3. They must be in the other thingy. A level 3 smelter. That could be there. Maybe there is another one. It looks like smelting always requires something to burn. That's a bit annoying. Okay, anyway, it's way past my stopping time. So you can design around these things, but let's just pop up my schedule. So that's it for this week. I will be back next week with the same. I was talking about it yesterday. I wasn't sure. The Dark Fog update, and they just did a post today, basically. That's pretty much confirming it. Dark Fog update for Dyson Sphere is coming out on Friday. And that'll be the replacement series for this Techtonica. I think, I've pretty much unlocked all the techs and had a good look at it, and I really do like it, as I say. I hope the big production numbers are kind of just for this early access rather than being where you end up with, building the thing. I'd rather it sort of finish the story and made sense and that sort of thing on the other. We could try and work out what the heck's going on with that. I'll try and look it up on the wiki next week, what the whole thing is. Unfortunately, the base building update doesn't come out to the 18th, the week of the 18th. So we couldn't just do a last stream looking at that because it won't be out yet. I mean, I guess they could, release it early, but it seems very doubtful. Factorio will be Angels again. The other thing I could do is just do an Angel stream, 2 Angel streams next weekend. I'll have a think about it. I'll see if I can work out what that drilly thing is, and kind of go from there, because that's kind of the only thing that's really left, I guess, now. I could completely rebuild my factory, obviously, and make it actually better, but I'm not going to do that in 3 hours. And then after that is Christmas. I'm going away for Christmas weekend, so there will be no streams then. And then it's New Year's, but I'll stream on that weekend, and that's when we'll start Dyson Sphere program. I will just keep going with Angels because I'm enjoying it, but we're a long way off what I would consider done. And then whether there's a shift to SpaceX, I kind of doubt now, but I'll think what I'll do after that. But yes, so I say not same service next weekend, and then Christmas, and then we'll switch over to Dyson Sphere and got Factorio as well. Only other thing I usually promote is my YouTube channel. Particularly, I do Friday, the Friday Facts on Factorio. Do a little read through and a video, and people have had a few comments saying they quite enjoy them, and I really enjoy making them. So I will keep doing those on the Friday as well. But it's also got all of my VODs, so all of this series and Satisfactory, Dyson Sphere program, Factorio, all of the series I've streamed. If you wanted to catch up on any of those. And see you later as well. Flashcode. Space block mod for Factorio might be an idea, but you might need some offline running of that. Yeah. There's also what was it? 248K is it called or something like that? That's another big overhaul mod and things like that. I would really love to give SpaceX a go, but I just know it takes 500 odd hours, and I just don't think, I would sort of get to the next planet. And that's when Space Age would come out, so it would be sort of a bit pointless. Because I'd have to find time to play it normally. I mean, I could always do more streams or try to, but until my job switches over. So I basically changed, well, it's not department, but changed section. Because I've moaned before, I'm finding the current job horrendous. I don't enjoy it at all. And the thing I'm switching over to is something I know, it's my background and I know how to do in my sleep. So I should enjoy it, and it'll probably give me more free time, but not enough to do 500 hours worth of streaming. I just don't have that capacity. Not SpaceX. Space Block, yes. Yeah, somebody mentioned that before. I might check on. I can't, was it? It might well have been you, but yeah, I know it's sort of a similar idea to C Block, isn't it? But you magic's raw materials out of thin air. That's okay. I launched the rocket on Space Block in 100 hours. Okay. I imagine you're probably better and quicker at me than Factory. I've a lot of experience in Factory. I'm not necessarily good at it as such, but okay. So yeah, I'll give it some thinking about what I want to do. But yes, that's it for this weekend. I say thanks for joining me, Flesh Go, and anyone else watching. And I will see you next week. So all it remains to say is, if you have been watching, I don't agree with that, but if you have been watching, I hope you enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Techtonica. Thanks for watching. Cheers.